Конечно же, новичок. Ну, такой себе. Выбора сильно нету. Так, сейчас посмотрим график.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. So, I flew up. Straight up. Through the clouds. Higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osius fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Crap. You should have put in my best with this piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed!
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
Так, и чё, как тут дальше? Следующий район. Подготовка к миссии. Очень задание. Что тут 3 самолета только? А, 2 самолета. Это вот, который она с дедом собрала, походу. А, он без оружия. Понятно. Ну, в 16, значит. Вылет.
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mate Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mate Squadron. sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1.
Transport the wounded if you're not on fire duty.
Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted.
Самое главное не разбиться.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit.
Вот сейчас инверсию выключу.
Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWAC Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in
Надо еще графику поднастроить.
Gotta keep an eye out.
Что-то с ним не так явно. Где это настройки графики? В смысле, не так обязательно.
Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot, or so I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along.
Targeting gun range.
It's still a leash, though.
Mage 2 crashed.
Вот он прилетел.
Mage 2, form up with Mage 1.
Ну как бы вообще не понятно, что он сами наперед. Инверсия включена. Обратно.
All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Сейчас пока управление настроим.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWAC Skykeeper.
Контроллер только менять можно.
Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts.
Чисто под джойстик
They hit our
сделано,
radars
короче.
hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Придется крепиться и так что-то пробовать.
Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot. So I told him. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
Судя по всему, это следующая цель там. Направление через жопу вообще.
They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Our fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts roll up for another attack. Point is 835.
Connect. Watch out for the support aircraft.
Mage 2 locked. Mage 2, missile away.
Missile fired. Evaded.
Lockdown bandit.
Bandit destroyed. Missile connected. Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target. Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon. That's it. It's great when it's simple.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Oh, their Trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Welcome. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Bomber hit by a missile. Target is down.
Attaboy, Trigger.
Mage 2, locked.
Don't let them destroy the harbor. Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor's under heavy fire.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their whole payload. Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
One remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this.
Stall warning.
I got him. He's mine.
To Golem and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones? What's the deal with all the drones? Golem 1, return to base and report for debriefing. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Situation is tight.
Ну, тут еще и повтор полета есть.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Чат настраивал сейчас.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usia, has been seized by the Erusian Army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
Да, на летающем парке еще не залезал.
In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Cassette Delete of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking, tragic,
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Так, посмотрим, что там за дерево. Серьезно, он сейчас каждую так будет обводить, которая открывается. Но уже... Так. Ну я уже нажал. Давайте для него купим все, что есть. Так, а сколько ОП? Где посмотреть, сколько сейчас ОП? А, 49 тысяч. Мираж. Ну, 29. Вообще бомбардировщик, судя по всему. Так, ну, примерно по ней надо вот так зарабатывать. Маневренность. Так, воздух, 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 земля. Воздух, воздух. Сюда воздух, земля же еще надо будет. Или лучше воздух, воздух взять. Ладно, пусть будет. Но уничтожить наземные сооружения противника. Надо было воздух земля брать. А сейчас как с пулемета расстреливать?
There's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Короче, с пулемета сейчас придется расстреливать.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
It's an air raid. We're being attacked by enemy aircraft. We're using the containers now. These weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
H2, target destroyed.
What the hell do you mean the nearest air base has got any fighters?
Target destruction confirmed.
Got you
The
now.
anti-air radar vehicle's been destroyed. They're going for the radar car.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there. Protect the radar vehicle.
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Requesting permission to move the vehicle. We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now. We don't have any anti-air weaponry in place yet. We can't put up a decent fight.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
We'll go. Here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. Lock acquired.
Enemy has entered clouds. In pursuit.
Get that hostile off your tail!
Fox 2. Enemy missile inbound. Evading. Missed. Lockdown bandit.
H2, break that lock!
2 targets remaining.
Radar was just about to go online.
Push the plan forward too fast. The base was too far from Allied territory.
Missile closing. Evading.
Ground target destroyed.
Break, H2!
Bandit destroyed.
Get away from that vehicle. Now! Enemy missile inbound. Evading. School 4. Behind the enemy. I'm taking fire, but I can fly.
Stall warning.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Roger 6. Got the course.
Behind target and ready to attack!
Stall warning.
I'm cornered.
Stall warning.
Break. Running over clear ground. School 3, you have to bail out now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Target eliminated.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
Careful, the enemy has a lock. That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
Missile.
Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Got the numbers and the strike. Roger 6.
Missed.
H2, missile launch.
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Review the setup.
Baby, you're showing us actuals before merchants.
Write your manuals in a language we can understand.
The radar doesn't want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities.
H2 crashed.
Немного не дорулила от этой электроопоры этой. Не понимаю, почему ракеты воздух-воздух атакуют по земле. Они же типа воздух-воздух.
Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep. Nice shot, H2.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there!
It's popping off now, Trigger. War has officially begun.
H2, stay on the
Destroyed! Go for the
anti-air guns aimed right at us.
It's an air raid. We're being attacked by enemy aircraft.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle! We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility. The whole base is gone! Requesting permission to move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer! We need interceptors now!
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down, then you better make it. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
2 targets remaining.
After every target.
That radar was just about to go online! We pushed the plan forward too fast. The base was too far from Allied territory. We just lost a friendly!
I've got you now. Firing.
Targeting gun range.
Missed.
I'm getting enemy missile!
Miss. That's a miss.
Breaking to escape lock! Enemy has entered clouds. In pursuit.
Column 3, Box 2. The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
Enemy behind you. Head up. Break down. Missile inbound. We aim over clear ground. Skull 3, you have to bail out now.
Lower 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
All aircraft, residential area is below you.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
I'm icing up.
Lockdown hostile.
Missile launched. Page 2. Target destroyed.
Enemy's airstrikes are flawless. We're done for!
Page 2. Locked.
Enemy on your rear!
On target 6.
Leading enemy missile! We're 6 enemies. Some are really good. Pull the enemy aircraft away from the base!
Targeted range of guns.
Attack missed.
Got this, yours. Bandit acquired. Firing.
Column 4, Fox 2.
There's an enemy on your tail.
Stage 2, there's a missile after you.
Bandit is in my sights. Great. So you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
Never mind. I'll make it quick.
Missile.
Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Radar network.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Locked.
Missile crossing. Evading. No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Column 3, Box 2. Here's some feedback for those war merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand. Evading enemy missile.
I've got him in my sights. Locked. It's chow time.
5 targets remaining.
Take the radar vehicles! Return fire! Enemy transport destroyed. There's more. Box 2.
4 targets remaining. All right, this base is worth destroying. 3 targets remaining.
Launch preparations complete. Holds are free. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear 15 meters. UAVs ready to launch. Away! What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogeys on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're cleared to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, Clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. And that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones. Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out. It doesn't matter? He's saying the war could change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Bandits are in the clouds.
Missile.
Mage 2, missile away.
Behind one.
Missile. Missile.
Caution, hostile at the radar lock.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
Shit. I got an enemy in front of me and behind me. 3 enemies to go.
Box 2.
On target 6.
Lockdown bandit. He dodged it. The enemy knows a few moves, but that's not it. Just chase him down and pull the trigger.
Locked.
Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The ice will melt. Struck here. I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
1 to go. Let's get through this without any casualties. Special weaponry depleted.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTP.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Ammunition
You
zero.
shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target is on radar.
You've given us air superiority by destroying the first. Now, the surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel 2 was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Barbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
МиГ-29, а сколько, чтобы на советскую ветку идти? Так, воздух, земля нету. Воздух, земля еще взять. Все, в принципе. Воздух мы будем брать. Вот это вот. По-моему, бессмысленно, по-моему. Сразу вот сюда пойдем в это. 2033.
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Воздух земля взял, потому что там уже эти корабли еще будут. Как я понял, надо будет корабли сейчас убивать, которые беспилотники выстреливают. И на миг пойдем по ветке.
Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position. 100. Trigger, maintain your current approach. Altitude is too high. Descend. Meters. Excellent work, Trigger.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we can wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins. Enemy reinforcements. I don't like it. Show up on the radar. Missile fired. Evading.
In gun range.
I'm in his blind spot. He's mine. Grand push. Bailing out.
Missile headed your way. Missile. Stall warning.
Cobra reinforcements. We're taking too much damage. Enemy missiles detected. Enemy behind you. Take. Bandit in my sight. Locked on. We're surrounded. Enemy is locked on, Base 2. I'm hit. I've lost control.
Missile. Missile.
Careful. There's a real demon in there. If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in an IG turn. Friendly lost.
4 remaining.
We're getting our asses kicked. Throw on reinforcements.
Where'd he go?
Hardware squadron, take him down.
Missile.
Box 2, box 2.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Right behind him, man. Breaking! Breaking! Missile inbound. Safe. They have a lock on you. Shake them. Not that lock.
Missile.
Call for box 2.
Missile.
They got me.
Missile.
3 remaining.
H2, bandit on your 6. Eject! We got this. We can't recover.
Box 2.
We need reinforcements now! Nice kill.
1 remaining.
On my target's tail. Bandit in my sight. Looks like they weren't ready for a fight. Evading enemy missile.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Top of the
broken a
Но уже
sweat.
более-менее по управлению вот так. По привычному существованию на нем.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
What the hell?
Caution! Missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
Вот это самолетище. Прикольная херня. Надо не было не воздух-земля, а воздух-воздух.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready
Я
this whole
думал, там
time.
морские корабли для беспилотников.
We're just waiting for mission.
Break! Now!
We'll live through this, Trigger. These guys are definitely a step above the last drones. These guys will go down easy.
Missile. Missile.
All aircraft, no change in game plan.
Missile.
Destroy the Arsenal bird.
Gold Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Fox 2. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
Ran too fast as hell.
Column 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
Stage 2 is down.
Но я же скинул тепловые ловушки, какого хера?
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
We're just waiting for mission command.
Missile.
Break! Now!
We'll live through this, Trigger. These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're agile. There's too many of them.
These guys will go down easy.
Missile. Missile.
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the Arsenal bird.
What's that thing? God help us. We're talking about just keeping up with the drones.
Gold Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Missile.
Right overhead. Look at that light from the Arsenal bird.
Check your
What's
six.
going on here?
Column 2, let's maintain it. Thanks for the help, Trigger.
Missile.
Right up. Find your own target.
Missile.
Column 3, Fox 2.
Skeleton 1. They got me.
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
I can't get a lock.
Column 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
Missile.
This is Column 3, Column 2's hit! Status
Missile.
report.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Ship, Column 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break! Break! Missile! We lost another friendly!
Skeleton 3's lost.
They just keep coming. What's the plan?
Where's that report? Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
Missile.
How'd that happen?
Missile. Missile.
What the hell? Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking!
Evade! Control ground! I'm breaking up!
Skeleton 2 lost. Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If they knew us earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
Evading missile!
Mage 2, missile away.
That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing. Going for the loner. I got him. He's mine.
Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work. Retreating aircraft, leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe. H2, UAV down.
The longer it takes, the worse our odds of getting out of here are. Machines don't get tired. That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy. Yowza.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
My status is fine. Affirmative.
This is Gargoyle 1. Leaving Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandit. Missing 3.
Gargoyle 1. Caution! Missile! Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an Su-30. Wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run.
Locked.
Target lock. Firing.
Golem and Mage Squadron, help us.
Get those UAVs off of France.
Red Golem and Mage Squadron handling. They'll pull through.
Get your asses out. Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Portrait aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
I'm 10 feet. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brody, break off. Locked. It's chow time.
I can't shake it.
Not on my watch.
Yeah, good job.
Missile away.
I maneuver behind the enemy.
Does Mage Squadron still have their hot shot? Then we just might make it out. Don't look back, just have faith. Golem and Mage is going to jet. And we'll take it.
An ally's hit. Golem and Mage, move in to provide support.
Let's move. They're ours. Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. The weak get eaten.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
H2! Support! Somebody! Support!
Bandit is down.
Golem 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brownie?
I'm afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry. All UAVs have been splashed.
said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
Mage 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. Runway is clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing. 3,000 to runway. Mage 2, lower speed. Mage 2, bank right. 1,500 to runway. Mage 2, lower nose. You're too high. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Perfect, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Stand by for further orders. Be ready for your next sortie.
Mage Squadron.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive
Полетим на этом же миге.
Here he comes.
Только ракеты другие надо поставить.
Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing a stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Erusia's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Erusia lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? 'Cause someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osea, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osea was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osea down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
А хочет построить истребитель и съебать оттуда, короче, с тюрьмы с этой.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osea's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air.
Может пропускать эти брифинги и просто смотреть вот эти видеовставки.
And others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Типа вот эти брифинги бесполезная информация, по-моему.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Entering operation area.
Нужно
Imposing
спасти
radio silence.
президента.
We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck. rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
Are we under attack? No change.
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you. Making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them. You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger.
No problem. Situation normal. No change. RTC.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone. H2, target destroyed. H2, locked. Target down. Nicely done. H2, target down. Half of the SAM sites are down. All SAM sites down. There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ. Targeting gun range.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Golem Squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn. Understood.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. You all know your job.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that. Half of the anti-air guns down. H2, target down.
This is Sea Goblin. We arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by. All anti-air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are cleared to land.
Roger. Running point site. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Seeing the one gap, going up to lead on 2 VIPs.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Golem and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the ex-president's location now. Run for the container! Missile coming! Break! Break! Caution! Hostile under radar lock!
Vehicle down.
Go to, hang in there. Yeah, H2 destroyed the target.
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
They got the chopper and Sierra too! That was so barbaric! Shit! Rocket!
Damn!
Missile. 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 Missile.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Harling. Rescue unit down, along with the soldier who had this radio. Get Mr. Harling out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
We're swarming. There's no way we can provide adequate cover.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Target eliminated. We found an Erusian transfer craft. Its engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Harling.
Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Mother Goose what? That's the best you can come up with?
That's about half. Mop up the rest. Missile evaded.
Column 4, Fox 2.
Target destruction confirmed.
Target confirmed destroyed. Nice.
3 remaining.
Ammunition 0. Missile.
We'll pass out some exhaustion before the enemy wears out.
1 remaining.
Good night.
Locked. All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
All right. Mother Goose 1 taking off. Mr. Harling was
Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element. Wilco, forming up.
Roger. Set UAVs at the transport. Orders are to fire warnings. Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you, but this isn't exactly a fight.
Understood. An Arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
Gargoyle Squadron, stand by for my order.
Nice work.
Someone's on the White House. I mean, the harbor. They won't be able to get home. That ship isn't one of ours. Where's the signal? Gargoyle, change radio frequency.
Rivals 1 here. Welcome the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed.
Gargoyle, it's time. Attention, Gargoyle Squadron, babble, babble, babble.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, roger.
Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just sit up this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harling. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course. Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining.
Attack missed.
Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harling, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
They're obsessed with that transport.
UAVs launching from Arsenal Bird Liberty, heading toward the AO.
The former president still alive?
Mage, destroy those UAVs and keep Mother Goose 1 safe. Mage 2, clear out the bogies near Mother Goose 1. Protect Mother Goose 1. Destroy those UAVs. We're out of time. All units abort the operation.
Что-то я просрал, походу, что-то. Судя по всему. Надо задание, короче, смотреть. Обеспечить поддержку транспортного вертолета. А, вон он. Я не нашел этот транспорт.
Gargoyle Squadron, report.
HQ, one hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAV. The elevator's wind break took a scratch. Nothing more.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
Mother Goose 1 hit! Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just sit up this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harling. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course. Bandit is down. Careful of ice formation in the clouds. Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harlan, you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
They're obsessed with that transport.
UAVs launched from Arsenal Bird Liberty, heading toward the AO.
Mage, destroy those UAVs and keep Mother Goose 1 safe.
Make two!
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. The Rusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye in the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal Bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately.
Что это летающая крепость?
Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
Это типа так и должно быть, или это типа просрано?
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, Talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa. and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial.
Я вот вообще не хочу слушать эти брифинги бесполезные. Сейчас посмотрим, что у нас там по дереву. Сколько ОП? 154 тысячи всего. Су-33 290 тысяч стоит. Так. Это что за миг, блять? Как компас войны, блять, обычно. Ну такое себе, блять. По правде вот на этом. Что, воздух, вот земля, воздух. Облученный диск. Думаю, что еще твоя перезарядки особо пройдет. А что я сразу не посмотрел? Мне кажется, это говяный самолет. Обманите без организуйте врага возле над базой.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15.
Кто на главном самолете, блядь, едет.
Commencing deception and interception.
Spare 15 to runway's free.
Нормально пацаны там взлетели, я, блядь, так давно.
My blood's boiling! Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back.
If he makes it back,
Can you land your asses?
Champ's gonna survive?
Anyone want to bet on it? Spare 15. Takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked.
Damn. You're good. Let's make this more interesting.
Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
Here comes Harling's murderer.
He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes.
Always in the know, aren't you?
In this
Ну,
war,
прикольно, у
intel
нас
is a
оружие
life or death
выключено.
matter.
Мы не можем их атаковать.
Excited to have another murderer with you?
Yeah!
This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base.
Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one.
If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
Much appreciated.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
Righto.
Sorry, Strange, this is Squirrel 1. Numbers we can handle. Stay with us. Squirrel 1, get into formation.
They're making some big holes. Filling them's gonna be a pain in the ass. Warfare balls, but not people. No, people just keep getting stupider and stupider.
There's a juicy target.
Look at them. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes.
The enemy seems to think our air force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower!
Hey, what's with all the shaking?
There's smoke!
Send in the fire team. Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all? Commander. Commander McKinsey? Damn it! Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
Gonna have to rethink the odds.
Now, if we had missiles.
Wanna bet which
Why
one
didn't you
of us
tell us that
gets
from
the
the
first
start?
kill trigger?
This is the penal unit.
I'm going in first.
I decide when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line, too?
I'll show you all how it's done.
Fox 2.
Another miss.
Don't panic. This isn't our first dance. Missiles breaking!
Sorry, but I'm gonna get the top score again. Only because kills are self-reported.
Finish the job and let's get out. No, only one of them is killed. This is Dolly Squadron, passing waypoint 2 above cloud level.
I've yet to confirm the destruction of the targets. Continue on with the mission. Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty.
Oh, yeah. Let's do this.
Spare 8, watch your mouth. Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Trigger shot down a bomber. That was some fancy flying, Mr. Murderer.
Head to the next target.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. Bingo. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
Missed.
Bandit on my tail.
Your ass is mine. Die.
Trigger, go. Lucky shot.
Focus on destroying the target. Destroy the targets. We're being slow.
A monkey can do this work. Anyone up for some poker tonight? Enemy got away. No way anyone's gonna take the top score from me. It's in my blood.
Visual on target. Prepare for bombing run.
Bingo! Good going! That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission. Chaff and flares are running low.
At least he's decent at what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Targets that slow aren't a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader. Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
I should have put it all on Trigger. Get on their ass if you want to score. Trigger again.
We're going down.
Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing? Are you...
Wilco, Man and McKinsey, please maintain silence for the moment.
Can't maintain altitude. Bailing out.
This is a pretty nice ride. Instrument service pretty good. Can't believe these things used to be scrapped. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway? I don't know what her problem is. Acting like she's royalty or something. That's because she's the scrap queen. Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy. Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb luck, tabloid.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades. 2 targets remaining.
Why in the world would someone make a squadron of convicts? Gotta be some kind of reason. I missed. Now the papier-mâché strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. Guess every man and his dog has an idea how to end the war.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
Missile.
We've never had so many casualties.
Ammunition 0. Missile. Missile.
Bandit avoid. Firing. We're too busy to maneuver. I can't get away. Approaching target. Open the bomb bay doors.
More served.
The last escort is down. The bombers are ripe for the picking. Looks like we get to go home early today, gentlemen.
I love this job. Trigger does all the work. Even though no count is no match for Harling's murderer.
You're low on missiles. All targets confirmed eliminated.
Yeah! Hell yeah! Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what? You're not done?
Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Bank left. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Right. Stand by for your next sortie.
I lost a lot of money for that, Trigger. Don't forget.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission.
Ну, на самом деле, такие себе задания. По-моему, не очень интересно. Вот та крепость летающая, вот она интересная.
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
Mihai's granddaughters liked to keep to themselves mostly. They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance. From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about. I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures. Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
"Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?"
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji. His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas A. Shalaji. When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shalaji. Then, revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed by a close friend who pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding Kingdom of Erusia. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom. But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot
When the royal family was ousted and Erusia became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime. Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess, and I found out later she was indeed the daughter of Erusia's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy. This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit. Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches. They started singing. The pilots of the support plane smiled, even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic. I wonder how Mihai felt about all of this. It was my job to research his neurological data, after all. I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
Что, еще одно задание пройдем на сегодня, все. Что там по деньгам? 251 тысяча. $280 тысяч надо, короче, денег. Еще 40 тысяч. Ну, как раз еще одно задание. Ну, это что-то такое себе самолет. $29 будет. Воздух. Да. Я не поставил дополнительные улучшения, типа. Вообще не взял улучшения. Да, и без них на изи сейчас.
Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard.
Наберите нужное количество очков до истечения времени, после этого уничтожьте как можно больше врагов.
The regular forces were gonna clean things up. It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare Aid? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target. 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7. Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Additional hostiles in the AO.
I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. Irregulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around.
Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
Leave them to me. Rolling the weak is a kind of specialty of mine.
Spare 15, launching missile. Vehicle down. The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger.
Predator acquired. Lock on. Rock 2.
Sector 6, bandit!
Enemy's locked on you. Missile, look out!
There's a chaff fire.
Enemy down. Stay sharp.
Spare 15 locked on. Fox 2.
This is Spare 11. Enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops.
Spare 11, just do your job.
Just give us a bomb big enough to blow the area.
Bandits in the tunnel. They're taking off from inside. The tunnel? You gotta be kidding.
Nothing but trouble this mission, I'm afraid.
Evading missile.
I missed.
I'm cornered. Where they lost?
Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here. Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns.
Enemy's locked on me. Someone help me out here.
Locked on target. Target down. Confirmed kill on AA gun.
base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. But it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something. Battle doctrines. Something happens, they tell you what to do next. Osea has one. It says where and when pawns like us will die. You mean they already know the next strategy? Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Bandog.
Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary.
Let me look into this doctrine thing.
Man, you're delusional.
A bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a note by their desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access.
Target destroyed. AA gun down. Locked. Fox 2.
This base uses its surroundings. You're good.
Uh-oh! Missile fired! Clear 9, locked on bandit. Someone help me out here!
Someone take out the AA. Enemy in gun range.
Missile, dodge that thing!
Locked.
Isn't dropping bombs on a passive enemy just an error?
Spare 15 launching missile. Spare 15 target destroyed. Vehicle down.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here!
Aircraft approaching at high speed. Bearing 280. They're drones.
These must be the infamous drones.
They can dogfight without pilots?
Machines are not replacing humans.
Spare 15 is down.
Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up. It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle...
Ребят, нужно уходить. И на сегодня все пока что. Скорее всего, вечером, либо завтра продолжим дальше проходить.